We are live again for week number 8 of the United Sim Football Association. Hope you're having a great start to your day, but I want to see if I can make it just a little bit better. We have some football to take care of today, and it's going to be the Oklahoma City Cyclones traveling to St. Louis to take on the Archers, and this is going to be a fun matchup. We got some real big playmakers on both sides of the field. More often side, you're going to be talking about the ones on the St. Louis side of things, but should be a real good showcase to see who can actually take this one. And we're going to go ahead and flip over to the expert picks, and they're split right now. Danny and James are saying that Oklahoma City is going to come with the upset. Joe and Dave, they're staying home. They're saying Dan Bongino and them boys is going to run all over them, and I'm leaning towards Joe and Dave in this one, but we're going to go ahead and flip over to the settings just to make sure I have everything right. Just give me 1 second. Light wind and on the right field. It looked, actually, I take that back, I'm on the wrong field because we are on St. Louis. We got to make sure it's on the right one. We're going to go ahead and hit this play game button, let everything load up, and I'm happy to be a part of this league here. I want you to be a part of the league as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, get us into that YouTube algorithm. We got to make sure I say comment as well. How did you hear about the league? What do you plan on doing in the league? Do you want to do any jobs? Let's talk about it while everything loads up. And I like what I'm seeing from the USFA from the beginning part. The beginning stages here, we're only in one season at the current moment, season 0. And it's been going as smooth as it could, you know, getting the kinks out. But bear with us, it's going to get a lot better as we get to the real games, and everybody's going to be updating like they should. So let's go ahead and get everything set up. Should be loading up real soon. And this is going to be a real fun matchup. I can't wait to see Dan Bongino and them boys do some work. Looks like Chase Rice on the return there got close to the 35. Mark him at the 32. And it's going to be Sebastian looking for a man to the right side. That's nothing doing. Incomplete to start this one off. St. Louis has a lot of playmakers on the defensive side of the ball as well. Is going to toss it to the right side. Caught by Frederick Kaiser, and he's already off to the races. Going up against his former team touchdown. And that's a very interesting sight to see. Sebastian was looking for a man, and Frederick Kaiser was feeling some type of way for not being on the team anymore, and took advantage of that defensive back that was trying to take him down. That PAT was no good, and we got ourselves a 6-0 game to start us off. And it's going to be going back to St. Louis. Your mom's going to return this past 30, going to cut to the right side, try to get around to those defenders there. Couldn't get it done, and it's going to be the blue team taking on this first drive of the game. Going to give it to their main man, Bongino. Couldn't get past that line of scrimmage. And we'll see how many times they'll be able to do that consistently. They're going to try him again. He does get off the line of scrimmage that time, only to get 3. Third and medium coming up for the Archers. Nick Locke is doing real good so far in this first set of games here. Bongino's found a lane, and he's able to get the first down on his third carry. Very nicely done. Nick Locke is going to give it to Bongino again. Another solid carry there, round 6. And St. Louis is driving into Oklahoma City territory with that one. Nick Lockett faking the handoff, going to toss to the left side. Mike Hawk is on the catch. He's got the first down. And St. Louis is moving this ball slow but steady as this first quarter starts to wind down close to the halfway mark. Going to toss to the left side, incomplete. And very nice defense there by that Cyclones secondary. Going to hand off to Mike Hawk. Going to go forward for about 5. Faking the handoff to Bongino. He's picking up a man, going to toss to the right side. Mike Hawk is there on the catch, and he's going to get into the red zone with that play. Mike Hawk is being used heavily in this offense to start this one off. You love to see it. Then Bongino's going to juke a man out of his shoes, gets past the 10, and St. Louis is still going on this drive. Nikolai could look for a man toss to the right side and incomplete. Once again, a nice play there by that secondary, setting up 3rd and 3 for the Archers. And that flag is going to move them a little bit further back. 3rd and 8 coming up. St. Louis looking to continue this drive, get this lead. 3rd down attempt here for Nikolai. Going to start scrambling, can't find the lane, and he's going to go down for the sack. And St. Louis is going to settle for the 3. Kick is up and looks good to me. It's going to be a 6-3 game for us to start off in this affair here. You love to see the nicely contested games to start us off. And OKC is coming for blood. See if they can get some more momentum after that long touchdown pass. And it's going to be Chase Rice going to be squeezing his way past the 30. And Oklahoma City's back on the field, and that was probably their best drive of the season with that touchdown. Only one way to find out if they can actually continue on and get Frederick Kaiser more involved in the game is going to be tossed to Chase Rice, and he's going to run it down past the 30 to 20. Got a man running him down, but I don't think Almy back can catch him. That's going to be another touchdown for Oklahoma City, and they are moving on all cylinders right now. 2 touchdowns to start us off, kick us up, and nowhere near close to being good. But Oklahoma City is playing with the fire I haven't seen from them all season. Started off with that touchdown to Kaiser, and then Chase Rice gets into the fold. I believe that's Chance Rice. I got the names confused, but very nice play to get started there. And St. Louis is currently on a 2 score deficit, as Bongino's going to try to look for a lane, get 3 on that play. You're going to give it to him again. He's got that room. You know what happens when Dan Bongino gets room. He's going to score, and he's going to take that all the way. And there goes that man right there. Touchdown, St. Louis, and this game is nowhere near over. Extra point coming up here should make this 12-10, and it does. And this is a lot more exciting than most people would give them credit for. Give this game credit for. I already had Oklahoma City as the losers, but if they can continue their offense like they have been, this is a whole different ball game that we're going to be seeing here. Chase Rice taking the pass at 30 again, a very, very nice return. Pitch to Boateng there, trying to get some room there. Gain of around 3. First quarter winding down as we hit the 30-second mark left. And the game's going to toss it deep. Got a man right there, and a nice comeback for that defender that got beat. Avoids the long pass play. They're going to fake it to Boateng. Sutel is going to toss to the left side. Frederick Kaiser once again. That was the guy that sparked this offense here. Couldn't get that first down, however, and that's going to flip this ball back to St. Louis. It's going to be Almy back on the return, a.k.a. Spinal, taking the pass 30, close to the 35-yard line. And this exciting first quarter comes to an end. This is going to be a fun one, I can already tell. St. Louis is going to look to take this lead on this drive. Going to toss it deep, got a man open, caught by Lucas Arnold. And this is going to get them into Oklahoma City territory. One play is all it needed. Hand off to Bongino in the backfield. Jukes one man out of his shoes. Another spin move. And he got the first down there. Very nicely done. St. Louis is looking really nice on offense, even if the scoreboard hasn't really reflected that. And that's going to be a pass out the backfield, out of bounds, setting up 2nd and 10. Faking the handoff to Bongino, going to toss it across the left side. Lucas Arnold again, catch number 2 for him, and that face mask going to add 5 more yards to it, get them to the 4-yard line. St. Louis is in striking distance, and you already know there's one man they really need to give it to get this touchdown. They do just that, and I called it before it happened. Touchdown St. Louis, and they take their first lead of the day. Kick is up and good for the point after the touchdown, and it's going to be 17-12 in this affair. 4:11 left in the second quarter. It's going to be punted back to Oklahoma City. Chase Rice on the return pass to 20. Going to cut to the left side. A couple more swivel moves. Pass to 30. And Oklahoma City's back on the field on offense. Fake the handoff to Boateng. He's going to look for a man to the left side. It looks like it was horribly overthrown. Oklahoma City second up for second down. Toss to the left side. He's got his man Kaiser, catch number 3. Third and short coming up for Oklahoma City. They're going to try to get this first down here to continue this drive. And they're going to take off running, but he can't avoid the sack there. Very nice play by that St. Louis defender. Shedding that block and getting into the backfield. And they got to send that ball back to St. Louis. Out my back is going to look for a lane here on this punt return here past the 40. Respectable return to get St. Louis into a shortened field. And St. Louis is back on. Going to hand off to that man, Bongino, with another juke move. And you already know how this goes. Dan Bongino is gone again. Another touchdown for St. Louis. Over 160 yards to start this one off. We're not even into the second half. He only got better since that first time he played Oklahoma City. Kick is up and good. And now just like that, Oklahoma City was up, and now St. Louis is getting back into their fold. And now they doubled the points Oklahoma City has at the current moment. Chase Rice looking to change that with the return. That was a nice juke move. Does get back to 30 one more time, and he's been doing really good on those returns so far. And it's going to be the double S in the backfield. Going to toss it deep. Got a man open, but he couldn't get it to him properly, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Cyclones. Going to toss to the right side, outside the hands of his running back, Boateng. Tried to catch that one. And that's going to be 3rd and long coming up. They're going to hand off to Boateng. Too many blue jerseys around them to do anything. And that ball is going back to the Archers. And I think I already know what their game plan is at this current moment. Give it to that man, Bongino, a.k.a. my vote for the MVP. St. Louis is going to start this one off. And they're going to let Nick Lockett do some work here. Passing it deep. Got a man almost picked off. Almost played for the other team. If you catch my drift there. Almost threw it right to the opposite side. And Bongino's going to take off running. Gets to midfield and this gets stopped. And that false start is going to move him back. Essentially erasing that run from existence. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Archers. They're going to give it to Bongino. He's got the lane, but he cannot get away from that passing defender. Essentially getting back to where he was before the penalty and the run. So they didn't really gain too much on that drive, and they're going to have to send this one back to Oklahoma City. Punt going out of bounds. Cyclones looking to get back into the lead. That handoff to Boateng, mildly successful. It does go forward, so can't be too mad at it. They're going to look for a man here. Sebastian's going to throw it across the middle, almost picked off out the reach of that receiver they was trying to get to. And it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Sebastian looking for a man, toss to the left side and out the reach of that receiver again. Couldn't tell if that was a drop, but it definitely was incomplete regardless of that. And we're going to set up another punt to St. Louis. Spinal's going to look for lane here, going to take it to the right side past midfield, and he does get into Oklahoma City territory. So another successful defensive stand for St. Louis to get their offense back into proper field position. Bongino's looking for a lane, and that defender gets off of that block real easily. That's going to set up a gain of 1 and 2nd and 9 coming up. Back to Bongino, and he cannot get away again. Slowed down on that rush there. It was getting close to the 1 minute mark in the second quarter. Nick Lockett throwing it deep, got a man open, could not hang on to that pass, and they're going to have to send this ball back to the Cyclone side of the things. See if we get a coffin corner coming. Does get it into the 20, goes out of bounds. It's going to be 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Oklahoma City had those 2 drives to start it off, but since then it has not been successful on their offensive side of things, and that's really been the difference. That St. Louis is able to pick them apart via the run game, and is going to set up second down coming. Going to toss to the left side. Chase Rice is there for the catch. They called their second time out as they get the first down. Sebastian looking for a man. Going to take off running, but cannot avoid the defensive lineman there in front of him. That's another sack there, and they're going to move back. 2nd and 14 coming up. Sebastian looking for a man, toss to the right side. Couldn't get him on that comeback route. And another 3rd and long situation here for Oklahoma City. Going to head off to Vanilla Megatron. Haven't seen his name called in a while, but a very nice play, even though it was not enough for them to get the first down. As the second quarter starts to wind down, I'm going to punt this one off. Should be the last play of the second quarter as he takes to the right side and couldn't get past midfield. But that is going to be the end of the first half. And St. Louis doing exactly what I expect them to do at this current moment. Exerting their dominance after Oklahoma City with the very, very fast start to their game. And they adjusted well. They got the ball into their playmakers' hands, and they showed why they should be winning this game right here as we get a 24-12 lead for St. Louis to start this one off. Second half is underway. Your mom's taking it past the 35-yard line, and St. Louis is back onto the field. They're going to give it straight to that man Bongino, who's got a little room, almost a first down, closing in on 200 yards. Nick Lockett looking for a man here. Going to toss to the left side. Got him, man. That's Mike Hawk. Got a nice block step in front of him. He's got enough speed to get past the defenders as well. That's going to be another touchdown for St. Louis. And this game is really turning up for St. Louis, just as I expected. Kick is up and good, and we got ourselves a 31-12 game right here. Oklahoma City got off to that fast start and is falling apart after every pass or run to one of the playmakers on the St. Louis side of things. And it's going to be Chase Rice trying to make something of this game right here, going to cut past the 30. Setting up another 1st and 10 for the Oklahoma City Cyclones. Sebastian looking for a man, going to toss it deep to the left side, almost picked off. Straight to a defender, but couldn't reel that one in. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Faking the handoff, and Sebastian's going to go down for the sack. Nicely picked play right there for the St. Louis defense. And it looked like Billy Bob was there on the sack. Very nice on him to actually get that play off. And Sebastian's going to avoid the sack. He's going to make it past the line of scrimmage. Not enough for the first down, but it does send St. Louis another opportunity on offense. Perhaps they can get closer to that 40 mark on this drive. Spinal's going to catch that one around the 35, run as much as you can past the 40, and they're going to be back on the field just like that as we hit the 3-minute 27-second mark in the first quarter. They're going to hit it straight up the middle, and that's going to be close to midfield. Dan Bongino is doing everything he can to make sure they don't get upset here. Dan Bongino gets stuffed right before making it past the first down marker. The 3rd and 2 coming up. Will they give it to him one more time? They're going to give it to their fullback, Mike Hawk. He's going to move it. A nice juke move. 2 juke moves close to the 30. He's going to fall forward, and he's over 100 yards. So it's not just Bongino getting us all the love today. Mike Hawk's been having a really, really respectable game this time around. And it's going to be 2nd and 7 after that carry. 2 minutes 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Bongino tried another carry there. That's a no gain. 3rd and medium coming up for them. They're going to pitch it out to Bongino. Nice juke move. He's got some room, and he almost had another touchdown, but number 33 stopped him before he can actually get past him, and that's going to be 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're going to test him again. Bongino got some blockers. Does not use them, however, and they're going to set up 2nd and 8 from the 10-yard line. Bongino's going to try it again, close to the 5-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up. See if they'll actually try him again. They're going to try the misdirection with Bongino, and they blitz the corner. Make sure that didn't happen. And that's going to set up a fairly short field goal here. Should be easy. It is good. 23 yards out, and St. Louis is on the board once again. Well over 3 scores to make this a game right here. Chase Rice moving to the left side past the 20. Will he make past the 30? He does. Past the 35. A very nice return there by Rice. He's been a majority of the offense here for Oklahoma City outside of those 2 long touchdown plays they had. And Sebastian's going to look for a man. Looks like a flag on the play. Caught by Keone. Nice juke move past midfield. Will this be coming back, though? It appears it will be. Setting up 1st and 10 for Oklahoma City. A little bit of a shot in the heart there. Some of their best offensive plays up to this point outside of that those 2 long touchdown plays. They're going to toss it deep, and it's going to be caught by that man again, Frederick Kaiser, doing everything he can to put his team on his back. That face mask penalty isn't going to help the cause of St. Louis either. Move him up 15 more yards. And Sebastian's back on it. He's going to try the pass play across the right side. He got Vanilla Megatron coming across the right side. And that's going to be a 2nd and 2. That will be 2nd and 7 thanks to that false start penalty by the offensive lineman. Fake the handoff to Boateng here, tossing that same play as last time. They got Latavius Levant. I believe that's his first catch of the day. And that does move them into the red zone. And Sebastian's going to look for a man, toss it deep in the end zone and incomplete. And that's how the third quarter is going to end. I'm going to need to see some 4s in the chat. 4s in the chat are comments. They do help the YouTube algorithm, so we got to make sure we get them all popping. Sebastian taking it to the right side. He's got Frederick Kaiser. Is that touchdown number 2 for him? It is. And Oklahoma City's back on the board. First play of the 4th quarter. Got to get some 4s after that. Kick is up. It's not happening again. And Oklahoma City is back on the board. They do get the touchdown, but I don't think it'll be enough, as St. Louis can easily get that touchdown back. We'll see if they'll actually get the ball back in Bongino's hands or in Mike Hawk's hands. 1 of the 2. Either one can do damage, and they're going to show off any opportunity they can to get them into the end zone. And it's going to be St. Louis going to look for a man. Nick Lockett going to toss it straight to the running back out the backfield, but no dice. Setting up 2nd and 10 coming up. Bongino taking it to the left side, 3rd and 3. And as you can see, Bongino's well over 200 yards already. Going to toss to the left side, and very nicely defended by Oklahoma City. They will get the ball back. Going to be putting this ball off. Looks like Rice is going to get, looks like London Bridges is going to be getting it around the 15-yard line, taking the pass to 30, past the 35. And a respectable return there sets Oklahoma City up with another chance to get some points. Tossing across the middle. That's going to be the bot taking that. That's a 1st down there for Oklahoma City, and they're driving again. Faking the handoff. Sebastian toss to the left side. Caught by Kaiser. There goes that man again. That's another 1st down for Oklahoma City, driving steadily up the field. And Oklahoma City's finally getting a little bit of a stride to their game here. Going to toss to the right side and almost picked off there just as I said that. Sebastian almost threw that one away. Possibly Sebastian's best game he's had since being in the league. They're going to toss it to the right side, caught by Keone. Another nice game there, and Sebastian's on his game, very efficient. Got the yards and the touchdowns to show that he's been putting in the work. Gonna toss to the left side again, caught by Kenny Khan Jr. Haven't seen his name called all day, but that's gonna be another nice game there by Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City's gonna look to try to get some more points. Gonna toss to the right side. That's a drop by Boateng, and that's gonna set up 2nd and 10 coming up. Sebastian looking out the backfield. Gonna toss it out the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. It's obviously going to be 4th down territory for them. They're going to need touchdowns and not field goals. And even then, I don't think they'll be able to get it. But they do get the touchdown. Kenny Khan Jr., 2nd catch of the day. And it's going to be a 10-point game with less than 3 minutes left. And it'll stay 10 points after their 4th missed extra point attempt. But Oklahoma City is still making this a game. A quick stop here, and they got another chance to make this a less of a deficit. So your mom's going to take it past the 35, and that's going to be another set down for St. Louis. They're looking to keep Oklahoma City at bay. They're going to hand it off to the bot on the reverse. Got close to the 40. And that's going to be a gain of about 2. They're going to give it to that man. Bongino's going to get a solid gain of around 5. 3rd and 4 coming up. And they're going to need to get this drive going. Dan Bongino's going to fall forward. You think he's got it, and he does. Big ups to Bongino on that run. Nick Lockett looking for a man here. Going to toss it deep to the right side, incomplete. And that's going to stop the clock. It's going to help OKC's chances of actually getting some more time if they was to get the ball back. And Dan Bongino's going to show off the spin move there past midfield. And it's another 3rd down opportunity. Oklahoma City's more than likely going to call a timeout if they run the ball. Another false start makes it 3rd and 11. And I'm thinking St. Louis is more than likely going to run this one. No, they're going to lean pass. If they don't get it, it's going to pass to the right side, and that's a drop. And Oklahoma City's going to have the most amount of time possible thanks to that drop pass. So this game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. This game is not over, and London Bridge is going to take this out of bounds. Couldn't do too much with it. And if Oklahoma City does get the score really fast, they do have a chance if they could get a stop. And Sebastian's going to look deep. That's going to be picked off. And just as I said, it wasn't over. That's not going to help their cases. It looks like the mold is going to take care of that. And St. Louis is going to try to run this one out. Dan Bongino, another nice game here. 28 carries, 236 yards. He's obviously going to get a few more carries as his time winds down. But this should be game, set, and match, assuming nothing crazy happens. Hand off to Bongino again. Close to the 1st down marker, but not quite there. 3rd and 2. And they're going to have to run this quick now. Going to fake the handoff. Nick Lockett looking for a man. Toss to the left side. Got Bongino on the pass play. Beasted out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock. But that is a 1st down, and that should be game over for Oklahoma City's chance. Big shout out to Oklahoma City on that one. That's going to be a nice sizable loss of around 10 thanks to that backwards pass. And it could be offsides penalty here. Toss to the right side, caught by your mom. And that's going to be another solid gain there. They're going to decline that penalty. And it's going to be 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Clock is stopped, so they're going to have to run a play here. They're going to give the Bongino pad some more stats. And they're going to set up the field goal, make it 37. But they may not hike it. Could just let the clock run. See if they give their kicker some kicking practice. This game is over here. They elect not to do the kick. This game is indeed over. Final score 34-24. And that was a really nice set game there on both sides. Can't really complain if you're a fan of either team, even though St. Louis did get punched in the mouth early. It was a really good valiant effort by the Cyclones there. As you see, Sebastian Satelli ended the day with 4 touchdowns, 50% completion, and 254 yards. But of course, you got Dan Bongino and Mike Hawk that was taking over for the offensive side of things here. We're going to check the stats. Walk it down a little bit. Lucas Arnold had a couple catches here today, had a few drops, but he did do very well on his catches when he did get the ball. And Bongino also did very well in the receiving game. So he was the offense for the most part. And he got the mold with that late interception there. And on defense, Lennon Bridges, Goodrich, and Rice were the main standouts there for Oklahoma City. Kaiser was a man amongst boys on his side. He led all receivers in catches and yards. And that was a real big day for him. Same thing for Chase Rice, who also made some big plays in the passing game. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. We got the second game coming up really soon. That's going to be Huntington Beach traveling to Tacoma. Your classic red versus blue. Voyagers versus Eruption coming real soon. We're going to go ahead and flip over to that in a little bit. Stay with me. We'll be right back with some more USFA football.